Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm just taking a look at the AUDCAD. I'm going to start just doing a static assessment or assessment rather of static charts, singling out this particular trading range over here marked in the blue lines. Um, so what I'll do is just flip over to the daily to check the momentum. And so on the daily, we have these specific areas where prices retested the SMA, and I'll just mark those areas in a trend line of green. So specifically, I just want to look at these two areas first. Okay, so the first area is a retest of this daily high. As you can see, the 4-hour pushed above the daily high, but it closed somewhere around about here, and that close became this high point. So moving into the, let's go to the 1-hour chart first. Moving into the 1-hour chart, the structure of the trading range becomes slightly more apparent. The change of character occurs when price moves into a flat trading or a sideways trading range rather. And the breakout area again becomes more apparent. Just going to reduce the opacity on this line so I can get a clearer view of the price action that I am trying to trade. So already I can see the selling climax, secondary test, automatic rally, secondary test, and as price pushes lower. We get a spring in phase B, followed by a sign of strength rally, followed by a last test of the demand, followed by a sign of strength rally, which pushes us outside of the trading range with two closes on the hourly chart outside of the trading range. That gives us our what I would call a major sign of strength, backed up by supply leaving the market in phase B. Rightio. Now, what I find interesting here is the fact, okay, so we've got this, it's kind of interesting because I've got my usual strategy that would tell me to take this sign of, take this entry and this exit, okay? Now, with an entry and exit like this, my my initial thoughts are that I would try and use a 2-to-1 risk in this type of a environment, simply because the pullback to the breakout point is very, very, very small. So the stop loss is extremely tight. Stop loss is tight, but we still get 3-to-1. You get more than 3-to-1. This trade occurs at 9:15 a.m. on December the 23rd. So I would have had to have entered on the retest So what I'm going to need to do is just move my entry over here and try and locate the fixed range volume profile, which is nowhere to be found. All right, so what I'm going to have to do now is just also thinking that oh no, I should be able to get a fix. Also thinking that the fixed range volume profile might not actually, on the 15-minute chart, might not encompass this entire trading range. So there is a dump of price just here. I'm not too sure what caused that volatility. Possibly Asian lunchtime, possibly Australian lunchtime. In this particular scenario, okay, what I think the most important thing to note is whether my strategy would have won or lost. So what I might do is I might label this type of a trading range and call it pullback within the backing up action or something like that. I'll just pause the video while I come up with a name. Okay, so what I've done here is I've just gone and grabbed the volume profile, fixed range to chuck inside this trading range, and I'm going to change the height for the breakout just here. Get the breakout. The major sign of strength. Retest of the point of control. By the, I'm just going to pause that right here. Bought the pullback. Into our stop. Into our take profit. And there we have the trade. You can see the pullback was in itself quite sharp. Now, I'd really like to see if there was a value area there that could have been the entry point. But the other thing I'm wondering as well is whether, when looking at that price action, if it was possible to come in on the retest. So you've got this, so what happens is you've got this area of consolidation, which is the major sign of strength. Price breaks out, comes back, breaks out, retests, and then accelerates. So is this another type of entry where the consolidation area of the major sign of strength is broken out from? That is that results in a pullback and then a close above the major sign of strength again, and then a pullback to retest the major sign of strength, which is the entry point. And Obviously, after that, you have the continuation. Not entirely sure if that is a trade I want to be taking, but I will test out the theory by just letting price run and see if I can get another entry at that point here. Pause this for a second. So it hit that point exactly again. Trade itself was beautiful. Stop loss at the neckline of this area. So hopefully we get that retest. You can see it's testing these two ranges. So that worked out as well. Very interesting. So there's definitely room for aggression there. All right, I'm going to cut this video very short so I can upload it to YouTube within my maximum video upload length. Okay, so I'm just going to cut that one short. It's two retest entries in a highly volatile range, taking advantage of the wicking action of Forex. So I call this particular type of trade a UTA equal MSOS contained equal MSOS pullback breakout. If you're a person that does Wyckoff, you might understand what I'm talking about.